Hello Clash fans, Trample Damage coming at you today with one of my new favorite attacks that I need to start practicing myself. But in the meantime, I'm going to be ripping off some attacks from our new clanmate, Trader Bud, who has been killing it in war and has been kind enough to share some of these legend attacks. We're just going to go ahead and jump right in. We'll talk through this as we go. It is a queen charge attack to start, and of course that's queen with 5 healers. And what we're doing here is we're creating a little bit of a funnel, and these two legend attacks I'm going to share actually have a siege barracks that's being used. The two war attacks are both going to be working with a flame flinger, and it's, you know, pretty typical smash attack where you're going to wind up creating a nice path using the archer queen, and then we see over here a Yeti and the siege barracks coming in along with a super wall breaker busting open that compartment to get everybody in. Then here come the rest of the Yetis, the rest of the heroes except for the royal champion. She's still in reserve, along with a couple of bowlers and some witches. And you can see here, because of these P.E.K.K.A. on the outside and these wizards coming in behind, the troops are heading in toward the core of the base, and the jump spell is placed very precisely to get the troops where you want them to go. Now, what's going to wind up happening, let's go back in here. What's going to happen is we're going to hang on to the warden ability for a little bit, but because of this nice pathing, we get these troops headed in toward the core. Now, the problem here was the town hall was inside this inner little ring of wall pieces, which got the Yetis to kind of run around the outside. We are using a rage spell here to go ahead and power away and get those troops dealing more damage, and now you can see the clan castle hog riders coming out, and they're actually going to head in and take out that town hall, saving the archer queen or royal champion from having to do that themselves. We do, of course, have a poison spell that is available for the clan castle troops, and once a nice chunk of the base is taken out already, you see we wind up bringing in on the back end some of the other hog riders that we have in order to help keep the queen alive and let her keep doing her thing. And of course, what goes better with hog riders than a royal champion? So now we've got the Yetis dead down here. They've done their piece. They've taken out a large chunk of the base. The queen is sitting inside one of these rings here, and with the royal champion and the hogs taking care of defenses on the outside, a little bit of cleanup troop from a little cleanup help from some wizards in here. And we wind up seeing our queen sail through along with the royal champion. Now, our royal champion does go down. Queen gets caught up in destroying the lava hound in a moment here. And, you know, she spends a little bit of time killing stuff off. But it actually helps her out because it gives the healers a chance to get her up to complete health. And then she takes down the enemy archer queen. And we are on our way to a triple. I've actually been really, really impressed with this attack. Now, of course, smash attacks can work with a lot of different kinds of troops, whether it's P.E.K.K.A.s, whether it's Yetis, if it's super bowlers. These are all really powerful attacks. But I've been loving seeing the use of a couple of hog riders and the clan castle hog riders to really help shepherd this attack all the way to 3 stars. Here's another one that we got from Legend League from today, and we're bringing 2 jump spells, and that's to really help focus the troops on where we want them to go. We're not just dropping an earthquake spell in here and just blowing open large areas of the base where the troops can just run around. We are using these jump spells specifically to shepherd them where we want them to go. Now we're going to start with the queen walk over here in the corner by this dark elixir drill, with a super wall breaker coming in to let her in, and we'll speed through this part just a little more. And once the queen gets in here and starts working her way in, she winds up getting a hold of and killing the clan castle troops, which are some super minions in here. Poison spell on the super minions. She works her way through with the rage spell, the headhunters, and then survives the onslaught from the super minions. And now we wind up bringing in the next part of the attack once that king goes down, where a Yeti comes in along with the siege barracks. And now you can see just right there, this one army camp going down. As soon as these Yetis are going to come in here and take out this gold mine and this elixir collector, there's nowhere logical for them to go except right inside the base. So from that one bit of funneling there with that one single unit or that single building, we're going to wind up having the rest of our troops heading in toward the core, and this P.E.K.K.A. actually joins them with the Yeti doing a little bit of damage on the outside, and then of course the wizards coming in to support. Now you can see we still have 8 hog riders that have yet to be deployed, that jump spell getting everybody into that inner compartment, and then a second jump spell is employed in the center in order to open up the town hall compartment so that we can get the bowlers, the P.E.K.K.A. and the Yetis inside there. Now meanwhile, the archer queen is doing her thing over here, shooting away at some buildings. She's actually going to make some pretty good damage and make some headway there. We're going to come back a little later because there is actually a funny thing that happens here where the unicorn and some of those healers start picking up a wizard, and they're just supporting a wizard for the balance of the attack. But you can see there, here come the rest of the hog riders to support the clan castle hog riders and the royal champion. So now we've got roughly 15 to 17 hog riders in there at this point coming through. There's no heal spells for them, which means giant bomb is going to wind up getting them down to low health very quickly, especially when they then run into a bomb tower. But they did a decent job of taking out a few of those other buildings and giving the royal champion an opportunity to get in. So you can see here, the queen's going to die, and then the unicorn and the healers head over here to focus on that wizard, which we'll come back to the wizard in just a moment. We do get the royal champion in here to take out the rest of these defenses inside, and after that it's just a couple more seconds for cleanup, which there are a lot of wizards running around over here begging to get hit by a giant bomb. With those defenses down, we can just watch for a moment as the unicorn and all those healers wind up showing us the new meta coming here, the wizard walk. Of course, that is not going to wind up happening, but this is a really fun attack. Of course, to sell my channel, if you like my content, make sure to like the video, follow me on TikTok. I need to start doing other social media stuff because apparently that's something that is apparently a good idea. I wanted to share these two attacks from this war here where we ended up making the same attack, but we ended up coming in with a flame flinger in both of these attacks, and we did end up winning this war. We're actually on a pretty good win streak right here in the good guys lately. So it's, Town Hall located on the opposite side of the base. We have starting out a Yeti along with the Archer Queen, and I love the delay on the healer deployment because the air defense too early on in the attack would be able to potentially snag with one of the healers. No Coco Loons here, which I would say maybe drop a Hog Rider or two to be able to bring in a balloon. But the Archer Queen is making her way in toward the base. That corner is very nicely cleaned up at the moment, and she is heading over here, and we'll speed along to let her do her walk. And then eventually we are going to wind up dropping... Oh, this one doesn't use a Flame Flinger. I thought this one used a Flame Flinger. It must be the other one. So we got two jump spells that are coming in here, along with here come all the rest of our Yetis, and you can see it's the same thing. The P.E.K.K.A. coming out of the Siege Barracks, along with that first Yeti, getting this portion cleaned up so that the rest of the troops are just going to head right inside the base, and then following that path of jump spells, we can control the direction that these troops go very, very nicely. Of course, some clan castle troops coming out there that we're going to have to deal with. You can see Hog Riders coming out of the clan castle to take care of some of these defenses on the bottom side of the base. And we do wind up taking out that town hall with a couple of free spells and some wizards and witches and boulders under rage. Archer Queen up there still going to town, got most of her healers still on her along with the unicorn. Royal Champion has come in down at the bottom, sweeping through to clean this base up. It's really, I'm very impressed with how well this attack has been working because I've seen it in a couple of wars now along with some nice replays that have been shared in Legend League, and I'm definitely going to wind up trying this one out myself because it's, we go swag free spell right in the middle. I didn't even notice that one the first time I watched this. But this is such a versatile attack because you can take on any base layout with this. A little bit of funneling with the Archer Queen and you are off to the races. I'm going to make a liar on myself. This isn't even the war. It must have been the war before this. Yeah, the war before this had this attack but using two Flame Flingers instead of the Siege Barracks. So we have Archer Queen coming in along with a Yeti to clean things out, and we're going to wind up moving the Archer Queen down toward this section of the base here. She's going to get her healers in. We got a rage spell that comes down here to help her out with some of this, with some of the defenses that are in. And then we're going to wind up bringing in, once that Royal Champion is down, we bring in the Siege Barracks and the Yeti on the other side, creating this nice path right through the center of the base for those Yetis. Super Wall Breaker getting them in. Here come the rest of our heroes and the Yetis and the bowlers and the witches. And then, of course, we have the Siege Barracks ready to disperse some Hog Riders at this moment. And then we wind up sending in, once that Town Hall goes down, the Royal Champion along with the rest of the Hog Riders down on the bottom side of the base. And they are able to sweep behind the Town Hall and avoid that the poison bomb as they wind up sweeping through. Got some troops in the core there taking that out. And it's really powerful. It's really versatile. Of course, you need to have a little bit of skill with queen walking and pushing your queen where you want her to go. I will say Trader Bud has an excellent job of shepherding the queen without too many other funneling troops. Now, this is something that does take more skill. It's possible you'd have to drop a Yeti or maybe drop some of your other main army troops in order to provide you with an opportunity to help funnel the queen a little bit more aggressively. I strongly recommend you guys give this attack a try. I want to tinker with this at a couple of different town halls. I want to try Town Hall 13 and Town Hall 14. I'm curious if it would work at Town Hall 12 without the Royal Champion, but perhaps maybe doing a couple more Hog Riders to help sort of play that role, because the Royal Champion obviously plays a huge role in that attack. So thanks again to Trader Bud for sharing this Queen Walk P.E.K.K.A. smash, Queen Walk Yeti smash supported by some Hog Riders, which is a very nice, unique take that I haven't run across very often. Again, if you like the video, comment down below, let me know what other kind of content you'd like to see. I'm going to try and do some more lower Town Hall content in the near future. In the meantime, check me out on TikTok, share this with your clanmates, and we'll see you guys next time.